We'll go ahead and get started with our post-race press conference. We're joined by tonight's third-place finisher of tonight's O'Reilly Auto Parts 300, Kyle Larson, driver the number 42 Cartwheel Chevrolet. This is Kyle's first career top 5 finish here at Texas Motor Speedway. If you could, Kyle, talk about your run.
Today was a good day. I thought our Cartwheel Chevy was pretty good from the start of the race. We had to work on it a little bit and probably didn't keep up with the track enough. And the run after that, we were really loose. And then just got behind right there and just couldn't keep up the track enough. So we were still a little bit too loose that last run, but good enough to get third. So all in all, it was a good race for us, and we've been pretty consistent all year long. So hopefully we can keep the consistency going.
Okay, we'll go and open up for questions.
Sweet.
Holly? Yeah. Any questions?
Jennifer, AP. Kyle, you and Chase now with the consecutive wins. It's the first-time winners since Keselowski and Logano in 2008. If you could just, what do you think of that stat? And does it show that, like, you young guys are here and here to stay?
Yeah, I'd hope so. Chase obviously got a lot sooner than I did, and that's awesome. He did a really good job all day long. I know there was one point in the race where he was in front of me, and I was like, man, he's really fast. He's probably going to get a win sometime this season, and wasn't expecting him to get it today. So, but it's a really cool stat. I didn't know it's been that long, and both of those guys are really good drivers. So hopefully that means, me and Chase will be around in the Cup Series for a long time. Yeah, that was wild. He'd been trying to make it work, and he must have had an extreme run that one time and got to Harvick's quarter panel and got him loose on the inside of him. So from then on, I knew he was probably going to win the race unless we got a caution, and just never got the cautions or that we needed. Maybe, I don't know. Who knows how it could have shaken out. He probably would have had given Chase a run for his money if we had a restart.
We're joined by tonight's second-place finisher, Kyle Busch, driver the number 54 Monster Energy Toyota. It's his 13th career top 5 finish at Texas Motor Speedway. Kyle, talk about your evening.
It was pretty good there early. Started out really, really good and drove up through the field there and had a really good car. It was a little bit on the snug side, but felt good that way, just being able to be consistent and hit my marks and everything the way I needed to. But then second half of the race just kept getting loose, and all the changes we made to it just really didn't touch it at all, unfortunately. I wish we would have had a little more there at the end in order to keep up with Chase, or at least try to run him down and go see if I couldn't race him a little bit. But wasn't anything to be having with that. He was in a league of his own there about the last 70 laps. He just kind of took off, and especially there the last restart. I saw him dogging Harvick, and once he got by Harvick, I figured if I could have got to the lead first, maybe, but he was just so good that he got by him, of course. But then I just got loose there at the end and was really fighting, trying to hold on and just hold off Kyle and Kevin to see if I couldn't come home second.
Kyle, I know we just talked about seeing these young guns finally getting to victory lane. You see Chase, you see Kyle. What's it for the future of NASCAR?
I think it's awesome. I mean, of course. I mean, these are the guys that are growing up and are young and being able to run hard and run strong and run with the best of them and have good stuff. And it's cool to see. Especially I know that I'm driving Gibbs stuff, so that's pretty good stuff. And then the Hendrick cars I think are getting a lot better. They've certainly shown some speed this year, and it's really cool to see the speed that Larson's got with the Turner cars. You wouldn't think that standalone nationwide operation could do it, but those guys have been impressive, and Zippy's been doing a real good job. Kyle's been doing a real good job over there. So, it's neat to see them being successful, though, and running with the best of us. And, I hate to lose, but, it's still cool to see some of the younger guys have the opportunities to win races, and when they do, they seem to do it in style and make it look good. So congrats to Chase tonight. I've seen the kid grow up for the last few years. I've raced against him late models and seen him in ARCA cars, trucks, and all that kinds of stuff. So it's good to see his success paying off.
We'll continue with the questions. Go ahead, Holly.
Holly Kane, NASCAR.com, and it could be for either of you, but both of you had to start at the very back of the field. Do you just carry that confidence right now with the way you're running that, I mean, zip right through it? Didn't take many laps, and you guys were both way up front.
It's fun starting in the back. I was expecting to follow Kyle up through there, but I was able to get around him the first corner and stayed in front of him for probably 7 or so laps, then he got by me. But we were both really quick. We were running quicker lap times than the leader at that point, or for the whole first run, I think. And I had some fun doing it.
It was kind of fun to watch him. He was plumb sideways driving by people, and I was just taking my time. I was like,
I was pretty loose.
That's the old Kyle Busch right there.
Bob?
Bob Parker, Sporting News, for Kyle Busch. You talked about seeing Chase run over the last few years. I guess kind of what makes him so good.
I don't know that it's anything that makes him so good. I think we all have our own particular style that we like, and the communication style, of course, has got to be different between all the drivers. Having teammates obviously helps. I think that's helped Chase a little bit. Having the Cup guys over there is a good thing, and for what he's been able to do, he's had some good people around him his whole life. I feel like, Bill, of course, the sport's most popular driver for how many years in a row until Dale Jr. came along and got noticed and took the title over. But, for him and his mom and, Ricky Turner, his late model crew chief, and those guys, he's had some real good people around him, raising him up and getting him going. And then when he ran trucks last year, we always called his team. He had 3 crew chiefs. He had Billy Wilburn over there, he had Jim Long over there, and he had Lance McGrew over there. So there was a lot of experience. He's been brought up with a wealth of knowledge, and he's using it well.
Jim Utter, Charlotte Observer, for Kyle Busch. Kyle Larson kind of touched on this. Did you actually see Chase's pass of Kevin Harvick?
Yeah, I was right there behind him.
Okay. What was more impressive, do you think, the fact that he won tonight or the move that he made to take the lead?
He was fast, and he knew he was fast. He was trying to race around and get by Kevin, and the dirty air was kind of fighting him a little bit. But to be honest with you, he was doing a really good job. When you get right behind somebody, obviously it's dirty air, but he was doing a real good job holding on to what he had when he was in those bad air positions. And then, the move that he made, he tried to go low a couple times, and Kevin went low, and then he tried the middle, and Kevin kept blocking the middle on him. And then finally, Kevin went low in 3, and Chase was like, all right, here we go. And it just seemed like he throttled up and drove right past him. He was just that strong. But Kevin tried to slide up in front of him, but it was too late, and Chase was already there. So you just have to back down and let the guy go.